Are you a small church pastor struggling to use Instagram to get more members to your church? Well, what if I told you that the solution is actually a lot easier than what you think? And I'm gonna cover it right here in this video. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notifications. That way you don't miss out on any future videos on church growth or social media tips for pastors. Hey, what's going on? I'm Greene with Impactful Pastors, where we help small church pastors grow their church with social media. And in this video, what I'm gonna do is show you how to optimize your Instagram bio. That way you can start attracting new church members to your church. So this is a strategy that I teach the pastors in my premium coaching program, and they've really been crushing it with it. And so I think this is really gonna help you out as well. So let's get into it. All right, so first, if you don't know what an Instagram bio is, it's the little bitty text right under your name on your Instagram profile. So when you see someone's name, you're gonna see a little bitty section of text right under it. That's the bio. And it's important that you set this up properly, because if you set it up wrong or you set it up in a way that's not really appealing, people aren't even going to make it to your content. So people are gonna come to your page. Even if you can attract them, you're just going to lose them. And so in this video, what I'll do is I'll show you how to optimize that in a way that when people come to your page, you're increasing the likelihood of them actually converting into a future church member for you. And so let me cover those steps. Obviously, there's more things that you could do, but if you're struggling with your growth right now, I would just say stick to these things that I'm gonna cover right now. So the first thing that you wanna do is make sure that your name makes sense. Have it be your actual name. I see so many people that try to get cute or fancy. Just put your name. If your name is John Smith, put John Smith. You could put Pastor John Smith. That's not necessary, but please just put your name. That way people know who you are. And a bonus tip, do the same thing with your username. Don't put like fancy Larry _107 loves Minnesota or whatever like that, right? Just literally, if you can, if your name again is John Smith, put @John Smith or Pastor John Smith or something that's relevant, right? So that's very, very important. That way, when people come to your page, they can actually tell who you are. The next thing that I would suggest, and this is the first thing that's actually going to go into your bio. So we talked about the username, we talked about the name, but now let's actually get into the bio. The first line of text, and you're gonna separate these by emojis, and I'll show you what that looks like here in a minute. But the first thing that I would suggest is that you tagging your church. So say pastor, lead pastor, executive pastor, whatever your title is, pastor of, and then tag your church. You're gonna do that by putting the @ and then the name of your church. So let's say if your name is Cornerstone Church, you're gonna put, or the handle of your church is Cornerstone Church, you're gonna put the @ and Cornerstone Church, and it should, as you type it, pop up and you can click it. Now, if you don't have an Instagram account for your church, just type out the name, right? So put pastor, executive pastor, lead pastor of Cornerstone Church, right? Just type it out. So that's what you want to put for the first line of text. Now you're going to go to the next line of text. And again, you're going to put emoji first and then the text. So you have the first line of text, which is you're the pastor of. So the second line of text is going to be the location. This is where you want to let people know like where you're actually located at. That way, when they come to your page and they're like, oh, this person is in Orlando. I'm in Orlando too. I'm looking for a church. Let me check it out. If they don't know where you're located at, it decreases the likelihood of them actually trying to look for you to find you in person. So that's what you want to put in the second line, right? You want to put, and I'll show you, like you can use different type of emojis, but use something that relates to your location, like a pin or something, and then just put, you could put based in or located in, or you could just literally put the city and the state. You could put Orlando, Florida, or you could put located in or based out of, or however you want to say that. But you want to make sure they have the location. That way people see where you're at, and it increases the chance of them coming in person. So with that being said, let me know in the comments. I'm curious, where are you watching this video from? I want to see like what type of pastors we have in here and where you guys are from. So just let me know in the comments real quick where you're from. Put your city, your state. I would love to know. All right, so continuing on, what you want to put on the next line, which should be your third line now, is important information. So I tell our pastors in the program, put like your service times. Like a lot of the times when people are coming to your page, they want to know specific information, right? So if they see that, hey, you're a pastor, they see you're in Orlando, and now they can see your service times, it makes it a lot easier for them to come, which is your primary goal right now. I would assume if you're watching this video, to get more people to come to your services and check out your church. So you don't have to type it out like really long. You want to make stuff super easy to read and short, that way you can fit all the text in. So let's say if your services are Monday nights at 7 p.m., you don't have to put service at Monday night at 7 p.m. You could literally just put Monday, MON, and the @ 7 p.m. with no space in between the PM and the 7. That way you save space. And you could put service services Monday at blah, blah, blah. So if you have multiple services, put like Tuesday, you could put like TU, and you could put 7 p.m., then you could put like a comma, then you could put MO, so you could put sun, SUN, 10 a.m., right? So, and I'll show you an example of this here in a minute, but basically you want to put something important. I say your service times, let's say if you have an event that you're trying to get to, or let's say you're launching your church, you could say officially launching in 1 week, or hey, or don't forget to check out our men's group coming up, or you want to put some type of important information that you want people to know. I would just say stick with your service times if you can't figure out anything else. So the next line, which should now be the fourth line, you want to put a CTA, and a CTA is a call to action. So this is what you want people to do that are coming to your page. So for me, it could be, hey, buy my new ebook, join my free group, right? Book a strategy call. For you, it's probably going to be something like tune in, click to tune in, or join our free Facebook group, or whatever that looks like, right? You're probably going to want to direct them somewhere that they can learn more about your church or tune in, right? So click below to tune into our services. You can say click below to join our free group. And then what I would suggest, which is a bonus tip, is using a service like Linktree. You can just go to, I believe it's linktr.ee. But this is basically going to allow you to have multiple links in one. So Instagram only lets you put one link. So a way to get around that is use a link tree. People click on that link, and then now it takes them to a page that has multiple links. So now you can link them to, hey, click here to tithe, click here to tune into our services, click here to go to this event, click here to whatever it is that you want them to do, right? And so that's what I would suggest that you're using is Linktree, and in that bottom line, using a call to action. You can check out my Instagram page for like an example of what mine looks like. It's more geared towards like entrepreneurship, but for somebody that if you want an example, let's say, of a pastor, I'll have my team right here put up an example of Kevin, who is in our coaching program, Impactful Pastors, and this is what his profile looks like. I actually talked to him, and I was like, hey, let's update some things, and then you can kind of see what his is set up. You could pretty much just set yours up like this. Obviously, use your own information. All right, so that's how I would have everything set up. To kind of recap, make sure that you're editing your name, your username, making those relevant to who you are in your actual name. Make sure that you're tagging your church and letting people know that you're the lead pastor, executive pastor, whatever your position is, letting them know where you're located. So Orlando, based in, located in, letting them know important information. So again, like your service times. And then the last thing that you would do is a CTA. That way they know what action you want them to take, and using a service like Linktree to use multiple links at once. All right, so now that you know what to do, head over to your Instagram account, make those changes. And then what you can do in the comments is leave a link to your Instagram account. That way we can check it out, other people can check it out, and we could give you some feedback. Now, another thing, if you're looking for additional tips on how to grow your church with social media, I have a free group. The link is in the description that you can join 100% for free, and you can get more tips, resources, strategies, just like in this video, on how to grow your church with social media. Or if you're looking for a complete A to Z strategy and you want me to help you personally grow your church, we do have our high level coaching program, my premium program that I talked about earlier, where I'll personally help you grow your church and give you an A to Z strategy on how to implement everything. If you're interested in learning more about that, all you have to do is click a link in the bio, and that'll take you to my calendar where you can book a call and we can tell you more information about that. So I hope this video was helpful. Take advantage of what you learned in this video. Take advantage of the resources I mentioned. Give this video a like if it brought value to you, and let me know in the comments if this video helped you. And again, let me know the link to your Instagram account. That way I can check it out. Hope this helps, and I will see you guys on the next one.